Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to Mysterious Writings YouTube channel. Here at Mysterious Writings, we ask questions in order to find answers. Please join me in this episode as we ask the question, what are the Beale Papers? Let's explore. The story of the Beale Papers and its lost treasure is one of mystery. It was first brought to the public's attention in 1885 by way of a pamphlet published by James B. Ward. The 50-cent booklet detailed circumstances in which an immense treasure was buried and included coded messages left on how to find the secret stash of gold, silver, and other jewels. If a person solved the codes, he would supposedly be led to all that was hidden. The pamphlet relates how a safe box, which contained 3 coded messages and 2 letters written by a gentleman named Thomas J. Beale, was left with another man named Robert Morris in the spring of 1822. The first letter in the box told of the discovery of gold some 250 to 300 miles north of Santa Fe. The gold was found by a group of men led by T.J. Beale. In efforts to ensure this treasure stayed safe while they continued on other adventures, this group of 30 men decided to transport the treasure back to Virginia, where they were familiar, and bury it. 2 trips were made to deposit the treasure, one in 1819 and the other in 1821. The letter also explained the unintelligible notes placed within the safe box were codes. When used with the key that was later to be sent, but never was, these would reveal the exact location of the buried treasure, the contents, and the name of Beale's party. The second letter in the box was a short note stating again that one of the coded papers included names of the men involved. Included also within the Beale Papers pamphlet was a copy of a letter sent by Beale to Mr. Morris in May 1822. This letter was sent from St. Louis soon after leaving the box in Mr. Morris's care. The letter gave further instructions concerning the opening of the box. It informed Mr. Morris to remove the lock if after 10 years Beale or any of the men did not return. It mentioned a key would need to be used in order to understand the full meaning of the papers kept inside the box, and that this key would be sent in June of 1832 by someone instructed to do so in St. Louis. Neither Beale nor any other man returned. Waiting until 1845, longer than what was needed, Mr. Morris finally decided to open the box and saw what it contained. He was never able to decode any of the Beale Papers, and so later he passed it on to the said author of the pamphlet. It has been suggested J.B. Ward, instead of acting agent for the story, is the actual author of the work. Inconsistencies noticed and analysis of various letters involved in the story seems to support this theory. This is not fact, however. No matter whether it was J.B. Ward or someone else whom Mr. Morris passed the box and letters on to, the pamphlet opens with the person giving up his quest for the buried treasure. Even though he reveals in the papers how he accidentally decoded one of the 3 coded messages that told of the vast worth of treasure and was excited by such, he says that he is compelled, however unwillingly, to relinquish to others the elucidation of the Beale Papers. His hopes were for someone else to solve the codes and find the fortune, so he could rejoice with them. He had already spent over 20 years, the best years of his life, attempting to locate the buried treasure and could not spend any more time on the matter. The one code in which the author cracked was accomplished by using the Declaration of Independence as a key. The 3 coded papers all consist of sets of numerous numbers. The second paper in this series, when taking the first letter of the matching numbered word in the Declaration, provided a letter for the following decipherment. I have deposited in the county of Bedford, about 4 miles from Beaufort, in an excavation or vault 6 feet below the surface of the ground, the following articles belonging jointly to the parties whose names are given in number 3 herewith. The first deposit consisted of 1,014 pounds of gold and 3,812 pounds of silver, deposited November 1819. The second was made December 1821 and consisted of 1,907 pounds of gold and 1,288 pounds of silver, also jewels obtained in St. Louis in exchange for silver to save transportation and valued at $13,000. The above is securely packed in iron pots with iron covers. The vault is roughly lined with stone, and the vessels rest on solid stone and are covered with others. Paper number 1 describes the exact locality of the vault, so that no difficulty will be had in finding it. The other 2 papers, written with sets of numbers giving the exact location and names, when applied to the Declaration of Independence in the same manner as the second, does not provide any coherent messages. They remain unsolved. Numerous searchers have of course hunted for the treasure 4 miles from Beaufort, and others have attempted to decipher the codes. However, the mystery of the Beale Papers remains. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to ask questions here on Mysterious Writings. Thanks for watching and see you next time.